Hello everybody and welcome back to Full House Sports here, myself Charlie. And before the video starts, to please like, please comment, please subscribe. Anything you guys do is greatly appreciated as I try and become a one-man sports news bandwagon. Right, we had the news that will shock no one from the world of rugby union, and that is that Mike Tindall's ill-fated, I guess you could label it, R360 competition has been delayed now until 2028. There was talk that it was going to be ready to go off the season in 2026. Then there was talk that it was going to be 2027. However, they released an official statement now confirming that they will only be eligible to start playing games in 2028. Now, the statement was a lot of business talk and a lot of talk that I think we could look through straight away as probably a translation to we're not ready and we haven't thought this through. But the main nugget of it was they're trying to increase their credibility, which is quite incredible for a tournament that had absolutely zero credibility going into it. I think it would be best for all parties involved if Tindall and Hooper and others who are involved in this just admitted that, listen, it's not going to work and it won't ever work. I think as rugby fans, there was the element of there was no tradition behind it. There was also the element of the unions had already said that if any players did decide to break their contracts and go and play in R360, then they would lose their international players. They would say that you wouldn't be able to play for your country. You'd be banned for an X amount of years. Then the R360 bizarrely took the turn of going after NRL talent. So we saw players like Zach Lomax, Ryan Papenhuisen, Roger Tuivasa-Sheck, Payne Haas, all those guys being linked with R360 and seemingly being released from their contracts on behalf of that. I'd be interested to see what happens there now, whether they'd ever officially entered a contract with R360 or not, I don't know, but maybe they'll go and chase opportunities around the world, who knows? But certainly there won't be the opportunity to play R360, or at least not just yet. I just think the project was really ill thought through. I think it was disastrous from the start. I think Tindall hadn't thought it through. There was a real mixed message behind the marketing. It was spoken about as, oh, it's to bring new eyes to the game. And then there was also talk of we're not charging rugby fans enough at games. There was a lot of mixed messaging, and there was a real, I think, just a lack of thinking through. You know, talked about taking games to Saudi Arabia and Sao Paulo and Camp Nou. Well, there's not that rugby crowd just yet. You were never going to be able to make money off that. It was a brand new format, and I think it was really poorly thought through and clearly poorly executed. I'd be interested to see what happens to the NRL guys now. Do they come back with their tail between their legs, or do they sign for another team? Were they ever going to go to R360, or was that just Sydney journalist talk? We'll never know, I guess, or we will know, probably not until 2028. As for Tindall, it'll be interesting to see what he does now. Does he persist with it? Does he sort of now cower away? I know he's been quite vocal on his podcast about the importance of it, but I don't know how vocal he'll be now. As always, guys, please let us know what you guys think. Please like, please comment, and please subscribe. Anything you guys do is greatly appreciated. Have a great day. Thank you.